You could probably make that a shortcut. Don't. Stop. It's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to think. I'm not here to contemplate. I'm not here to route. I'm here to live. I'm here to survive. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less. Final boss fight. Hello. Scared. Just declaring my emotions. Let's play a game. Do I finish this rush or do people stop making explosions outside of my house? I would like to believe that I finish this rush first. Good God. Because people are going to be blowing stuff up until like the 8th of July. Let's be real. Hello. And welcome back to more level rushes. Or welcome if this is your first time. In which case, thank you so much for choosing to sit in. Last time, I'm not gonna lie, got kind of bullied by Violet's level rush, but other than that, we cleaned up pretty well. Red and yellow were no issue. I think they were literally both first try. So that leaves us with just white and Mikey to do. Which I believe we touched on when we first checked what all of these rushes were. But that's going to entail running through every main story level, which I believe is 96 levels, with no restarts, and 1 life, and no healing between levels, and precisely 3 get out of jail free cards for 96 levels, which is not, you know, if you're doing the math, not a very good ratio, but it'll be okay. I'm sure it's fine. Hopefully. I do not know that we are going to get Mikey and White done in this video, so we're gonna start with White here, because in my opinion, I feel like finishing off with Mikey sounds like an excellent idea. Feels like a really nice victory lap, considering that his whole gimmick is just, hey, do it all except you have rocket launchers all the time, which can pose a problem on some specific levels, but for the most part just feels like a cheat code. So I'm procrastinating. I'm stalling. I'm not gonna lie. I've been scared of this. I have been terrified of this concept since being aware of it. But you know, have faith. We'll see how it treats us. There's no point putting it off anymore. Let's just dive in. It happens or it doesn't. Let's go. This is quite the level to start off on, honestly. I think I'm at my happiest if we get rid of the rougher levels near the beginning. Like, the earlier that we can deal with Green's boss fights, I feel like, the happier I would be. Because there's just a lot. Oh my god, and Marathon is an awful, miserable level. So just stuff like that would be really pleasant to get early. And the whole thing with this is I just need to not be dumb. That's all there is to it. My number one thing is just to do the routes that I know work. And just do them. Instead of like, oh, can I do this? Or, oh, I might be able to do that. Now is not the time to find new shortcuts. Now is the time to survive. Like this. Normally I would do some crazy, wacky, jumping stuff, right? We're just gonna take it easy. We're taking it so easy. Especially because we cannot afford to get hurt. I don't know. I think there's like 10 whole levels in the game that have health pickups. I might be wrong. Like, don't quote me on that. I might be autistic, but I'm not an encyclopedia. I can be honest about that. Point being, we do not have a lot of opportunities to refill our health if we lose it. So, we're just gonna try not to lose it. Hey, okay. This rocks, actually. I do not think that this is the time to, like, necessarily try to, God, I am struggling so hard to conjure my words. I don't think this is necessarily the time to try and, like, phase skip, right? We'll take it slow. We've got both purifies, which is the important part. I did that a little poorly, but this saves us a lot of time. We might not be saving, like, actual boss fight time, but, oh. That was a little silly of me. But less time that we have to spend navigating the level is less time that we have to make mistakes. It's less enemies that we have to walk by. It's less things that could hit us. And like that, actually. I was kind of hoping that that would be... Actually, you know what we could do? We could send him down here. There's a health here. We're gonna waste the, like, 10 seconds, and we're gonna get this health. Straight up. It's not that kind of game right now. Did I? No, I didn't do that wrong. Okay. That's the other thing, actually, is that there is, like, a real chance that I just forget how a level operates sometimes, and I will just do the wrong thing, and we'll just be boned. Like, that's a possibility, is that I just shoot the rocket in the wrong place, or that's bad. Or I just, like, I discard a card in the wrong place, etc., etc. There's mistakes I can make, and I'm scared of them. Okay, this one's not bad. Very early level. It's like the 4th level. I don't know. We kind of bungled that, but that's totally fine. As mentioned, I mean, am I still trying to go somewhat fast? Yeah, of course. Because, like, smooth is fast and smooth is good, because smooth means that I'm not getting hit by attacks, probably. The less that I'm standing still and, like, doubling back and all of that is the less of a chance that I have to just get beamed by something. But that being said, there's a time and a place for fast, and we just need to recognize it. Yeah, I didn't really like what I did there, but that's okay. We're chilling. We're, like, enacting the routes, right? Like, we've practiced these routes before. And we're kind of enacting them, but we're just taking them a little more carefully than we normally would. Like, if I didn't break that door, we would have just been screwed, honestly. These Dominion levels in particular terrify me. I feel like there's so many ways that I could mess these up. I'm gonna be totally for real. I'm gonna try and leave as much of, like, the successful attempt unedited as I can. Which is unfortunately going to mean that there's probably going to be a lot of quiet. Because I am going to be... I did almost just kill myself. I did that the first time we started this level. Like, on the regular story playthrough where dying didn't matter. And it was, like, funny. It wouldn't have been funny. Maybe it would have a little bit. But... you know. Should I have kept that elevate? I should have, but it's okay. It's okay. We're okay. Again, it wasn't the cleanest thing in the world, but like, oh, this is... okay, no, we're fine. I keep concerning myself with like, oh, is that mandatory? Have I just boned it? Just going to take it easy. Okay. We can't take it easy here. What do we do? I think Dominion is just the safe option. It's so early for me to be burning one of those, and that's really quite upsetting. But that's okay. Again, I would rather burn a discard than die, right? Okay. That's actually we were kind of clean with it at the end there. This whole level set here with the force field demons also scares me. I have like a remarkably low threshold of confidence with the force field demon levels for some reason. I'm just gonna chill in here. I don't know why, but I like lost the ability to can. I panicked. We're chilling. I normally would just like tank shots sometimes, and I need to also be mindful not to do that. It's a thinking game. It's an endurance race. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And while moving fast feels really good, you know, we don't always need to. We're okay. I thought I messed up there, but I messed up in such a fashion that we weren't, like, totally screwed. Okay. We're just gonna take it easy. I think we can just do this. That's really, really unfortunate. That was an elevate vendor back here, right? No, Godspeed. Okay. I will double back for health. 100%. I'll keep it a buck with you. We are not in a position to deny that. This level kind of concerns me. Just a little bit. I don't know why precisely. I just have it in my head as like, we could die here. Which, like, in theory, could be said of everywhere, like every level. I think that's what we want to do. I should have really kept Stomp, but that's okay. It was slow, but it was successful. I think this was this the first level that we played that had Sin to Win in it? I'm getting flashbacks of thoroughly enjoying my time here, listening to the fun music. Really kind of like playing with fire by taking shortcuts that I don't fully remember. That was an I'm pretty sure this is how we do it at best. I think we can go through here and do that. Yep. We're chilling. Okay, that extra boost is wholly unnecessary. I am afraid. But we are okay. This one, there's significant potential for a lot of big shortcuts, as is the case oftentimes with basically any Book of Life level, right? You can get up to some pretty wacky stuff with the Book of Life, but I don't remember precisely what the shortcut was like here, so I'm just not even gonna mess with it, is the thing. There are Book of Life levels that I definitely do recall, and that I definitely would feel comfortable doing shortcuts on. That is not one of them. And this one is fine. Like, one of the first levels in the game, so we're chilling. Big chillin'. Whoop. There's big shortcuts here. I think we can jump over this. I'm glad I did not skip that. We're good. This one, I believe we need all 3 of these elevates. This is kind of fun because it's like a quiz, right? It's kind of like a what's the word? Like a comprehension sort of thing. Because it's like, yeah, we've been through all of these before, but now we get to see how much of them we can remember back to back to back to back in total. We missed a demon. Where? It's the shockwave demon down there. Okay. Let's not panic. I think we can get an angle on it here. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm more concerned about my current level of health than I am that whole situation. I don't know that we can make this jump back. We might need to use a discard here anyway. Unless we can hug this ledge and make this jump up? No, we cannot. Okay. Really unfortunate, honestly, that we're using 2 discards and we're not even halfway through the rush. Looking not great, but you know, stranger things have happened. Just lock in. This is like oddly sort of serene. Oh, that's really bad actually. maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we're okay. Maybe. We can take... okay. We can do that. And then this is the last of them. So we're fine. Everything is fine. Don't even stress about it. Having to like relearn all of the Book of Life routes is... it's definitely something, alright. Because when we were doing these, they were kind of like... I don't know, the Book of Life is such a singularly unique... it just makes you look at everything in a particular sort of way. You have to relearn it more than I think you need to relearn any other mechanic in the game when you go without using it for a little while. We're good. Hello. Okay, bad, actually, super bad. Like really quite unpleasant, actually. You know, I've done better at things before. I think that is safe to be said. Oh, that's, yeah, okay. That's a heck of a way to end it off. Okay. Alright, okay. I wasn't expecting it on the first try. I would like to believe that nobody was, but we learn. Every failure is a step towards success, so maybe we'll get it on the second try. I think I did that wrong. I don't think I did it like... oh. Okay, now I might have done it in a... yeah, alright. You know what? This is where we restart the level rush. On the upside, it's in to win. I don't remember what I was saying before I like horrifically bungled that last attempt, but it doesn't really like matter because I think it was pertinent to the last attempt, and now we're here, and now we have the best song in the game, and so like, who cares? I almost did it there. Did you see me? I was like, oh, you could probably shortcut. You could probably make that a shortcut. Don't. Stop. That's not what we're here to do. I'm not here to think. I'm not here to contemplate. I'm not here to route. I'm here to live. I'm here to survive. That's all. Nothing more and nothing less. Oh, hello. This is one that terrifies me, actually. Because, like, he just, you know, he's like a little pocket guardian. Also, just green, scary. We're definitely not, like, you know, skipping any phases here on account of the fact that I'm playing, like a coward. I'm playing so scared. But, you know, it's chill. Don't worry about it. Slow and steady wins the race. Wins the race? I'm gonna forget how to speak English by the end of this, and all I'm gonna know how to do is neon white. All girls these days know is eat hot chip, charge their phone, neon white. Ooh. Oh, we're okay. We're okay. I'm telling that less to you and more to me. That's the truth of the matter. I have to remind myself. Oh my gosh, please just... Wait, what? Oh, frick. Okay, there's 2 phases to this. I don't think I've ever managed to damage him so little that I needed to witness a second phase up here once he goes all biblically accurate. That's news to me. That was too close for comfort. Didn't like it. Not even a little bit. Also, you know, I will say, the thought is presently occurring to me. I do have this fancy, lovely new mic, right? So hopefully this isn't a problem that we have to deal with. But it is the 4th of July right now, and there are fireworks occurring. So I'm hoping that there's no explosions present in the video. There shouldn't be. But just to let y'all know, I promise it's not me. I'm not blowing anything up. Yeah. I was thinking about taking the shortcut, and then I just decided not to. I need to stop being like... I'm playing so like skittishly. I'm playing like a freaking like deer who just like wandered out into the street. I need to play safe, not scared. That was neither of those things. But no, that was definitely scared. That was not safe. But we're okay. We survived. And that's the important part. Surely there's a way to save myself from this here. Yes. You. And now, you. And now, you. Okay. Nope. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I think if I was thinking faster, I could have gotten that chest or like a barrel from where I was falling, but I wasn't thinking faster, so we did what we did, and here we are. We're still going. It's our first introduction to the shockwave demons. Remember that? The good old days? Discovering new mechanics. So, something that I am not, like, that I hadn't yet appreciated is that I was thinking, like, when I was factoring in the difficulty of this, I was thinking, like, oh, think about how many attempts it takes me per level to complete it. But that's kind of a disingenuous way of looking at the difficulty of the level, because of the fact that, like, the last level that we were doing there is what made me think about it specifically, because we were at it for such a long time, and then when we finally completed it, we were in, like, I don't know, like 80th place or something ridiculous like that. We were, like, really high on the leaderboards. And that's because, like, I would restart it when I made a single mistake. I wouldn't restart it when I failed. I would just, like, botch a jump a little bit. I would lose, like, half a second of time, and I'd be like, shucks. I guess I'm restarting now. Actually, have I bungled? I don't think so. I think we can fix this. Yeah, we're chilling. But yeah, so levels don't really take, they wouldn't take as many tries as I make them take if it wasn't for the fact that I was going for sheer perfection. And since we're not going for sheer perfection here, we are just going for completion. It's possible that this does take less attempts than I expected to. And that did literally just occur to me like a moment ago. I feel like if you split up the amount of restarts that I have on a level by like me actually dying versus me just doing one thing a little incorrectly and then going, shoot, I want to try that again. The amount of times that are me actually dying is like really slim. So all of this to say, I messed that up. We're probably fine. Let's not say that. All of this to say, I don't think it's as bad as I'm having it live in my mind. I'm really excited to see, I just don't know how I did that. I tried to select the Book of Life and I don't know what happened there. I don't know why I wound up with a fireball. But that was just my mistake. Whoops. I was gonna say I'm really excited to see how that level goes when we get to play it under Mikey's Rush, because I feel like that's gonna be a fun one to mess around with. I'm like actually feeling pretty decent about how these first couple of attempts have gone, all things considered. Obviously we haven't succeeded. But also, to be fair, we haven't made it like 80 levels deep and then failed, which is nice too. Because that would truly be heartbreaking, not to like jinx anything. But that is a lovely thing to not have happen. Rude. Can he break his own crystals? Is that somehow my first time noticing that? Wild. We're at full health, so we don't need to pick any up this time. Dasher, Dancer, and Vixen, and Comet, and the rest. I don't remember all the reindeer, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, Santa would be very disappointed with me. I thought for a moment that I, like... Hold on a minute, have I just... Tech? Have I just created... Tech? Oh, shoot. If I saved that, I absolutely could have done some wicked and diabolical things with it. I do know that. Which, hey, you know, yeah, I could have like grappled straight up there. Oh, hey, now. Just thinking about future possible times to run. Stop thinking. Why is it always thinking? What an incredible reveal this level was. Such a cool... Ugh. I love this game. I don't know, have I mentioned that? I might have spoken that once or twice, but... If that. I truly adore this game. It's such a out of nowhere thing, too. Because, like, I started playing this just because I was like, I got like 3 chapters in or something like years ago. I don't know. I don't even remember. I did not get very far. And I was like, it's pretty cool though. I kind of want to go back and finish that at some point. And like, now it's just like just one of my favorite games, literally. it stopped being like a fun little dopamine rush and it started being like something truly, genuinely incredible. I do still want to set a good time on this, obviously. 100%, this is not going to be something that I like run. I say that now, watch me, you know, in the future just like change my mind about it. But like, this is not something that I foresee myself being like, oh yeah, I want to have like, God, running top 100 on this would just take me eternities, forever and ever and ever. And like my favorite part about games like this are that I am so fascinated by speedrunning, right? This is bad, but salvageable, I think. We're just gonna take it easy here. My favorite thing about games like this is that, like, I really like speedrunning, but when it comes to speedrunning full games, that is just a lot of investment, and I admire that. That is incredible. But it's just like sitting down and like think about like speedrunning like GTA, for example. That's like, I don't even know how many hours that you put into like each speedrun attempt. And then there's a chance that you get to like one singular part and then explode. And it's like, oh, run's dead. Like, you know, 13 hours into a run, which sucks. And again, that's a skill issue. I do acknowledge that, which is why I admire the folks that do, in fact, do that. Because holy cow, that is incredible. You could probably, oh, hold on a minute. Wait a minute, could you skip to that barrel from, like, way earlier? Oh, please, God, get me in the book. But yeah, so, like, I really like these games because they offer you pocket-sized, iterative, like, formulas. Like, you get to open up and be like, okay, I'm going to speedrun this 30-second level. So when you mess up a run, you're like, ah, shucks, I wasted 17 seconds. That's unfortunate. And then you go again, and you go again and again and again and again until you get it. But if I ran this, like, obviously we are looking at how long this is taking. And, like, the fact that I could, like, even discounting the fact of, like, failure, because obviously if you're, like, if I was running this to set a time on it, it would be, like, safely assumed that I wasn't going to die, on account of the fact that if I die, the run is not successful. But, like, if I did it perfectly and I get to a level where I screw up my route, then that still is like, no, we're fine. It still is like, that's like 15, 20 minutes that took that is now useless because I, like, bungled a level and did it suboptimally. And that is a rather extreme amount of time compared to the rest of the bite-sized, little enjoyable chunks that this is. Which is all to say, I will probably be doing this one time. Incredible, huge, like, enormous props to the people who actually set, like, insane times on this. Like, for real, obviously. But I just, like, oh, frick. It's a lot. It's a lot to do all at once, repeatedly. Up. And now we just spray you down. I'm starting to, I think, understand the spread of Stomp, which was historically something that eluded me. It seems like it kind of originates from like the bottom left of the crosshair when you shoot, which is something worth keeping in mind, because hitting a long range shot with it is a little frustrating at times. It missed. That could have been the death of me, TBH. Oh, that's actually, it's a little unfortunate, but I don't think, oh wait, no, actually, hold up, is that catastrophic? It might be, actually, it might be. Because we need to, is there anywhere to land here? Okay, no. Okay. That sucks. I wanted to discard my katana. Unforge. Okay. It's chilling. It's like, ironically, I feel like it could be taken as disheartening that we have failed relatively early on in all of our attempts. But on the contrary, I find it relieving that we are failing relatively early on in our attempts, because at least we haven't gotten to level like 70 something and then exploded. Pop. This is one that I have to say I am concerned about when it comes to Mikey. I'm not sure how routing that is gonna be with Dominion. I feel like that's gonna be tough, those first two bubbles. Honestly, you know what would be so sick? Is like, and I kind of understand why this isn't an option, but it would be really cool if you could select the order of levels that you want to go in for your level rush. Because, like, imagine, right? If you could just be like, oh, these are problem levels, and I would like to get them out of the way. I feel like it would be so much lower stress to be able to go like, okay, I'm going to do the green fights and marathon, and like, honestly, give me the game backwards. Like, we have the option to do either the levels in order or the levels shuffled, but like, straight up, give it to me backwards and I would be happy. That was stupid of me. That was straight up dumb. Up. Take it slow. Not that slow, maybe. Can I get up there? I think we discard here. Okay. That's okay. There's an argument to be made as far as like, oh, we really shouldn't be using a discard this early. Why don't I just restart? And the reason I would say is that it's better to see more of the levels more often and like internalize the muscle memory of it all than it is to restart for a like perfect run. It's like, yeah, that's a suboptimal place to use a discard. But at least we get to keep going and we get to get more practice in. Any like Book of Life level that there is, I pretty much have just, I've like reconciled with the fact that there's probably routes that are entirely unconceived by me that get you through the level in like 1/18th of the time that it takes me. Because the Book of Life is just insane like that. But, you know, perhaps I will do some studying sometime. I've stayed away from like looking at routing and stuff of like high-level players because I've just been enjoying the experience of going through this and just seeing what everything is like. But it could be fun to like sit down in the video room and be like, all right, how do people break this game in half? Yeah. Man, remember when shortcuts were as simple as that? The good old days. Okay, now that's just unbelievable. The nerve. Yeah, you definitely can't. Why? I couldn't resist. That one felt safe. That's the answer. I did it because it felt safe. This sucks. Okay. That's wacky. Alright. Can I salvage this? Is this salvageable? I don't actually know. The answer is possibly no. I think the answer is actually most definitely no. Okay, that is a shame. That is a shame. Okay. Okay. Alright. Buckle in. I do not remember these things from levels from like, you know, 80 hours in the game ago. So when I see them, I sort of just have to like tap into latent muscle memory and let it carry me, and we lose out on some of the little intricacies like that. But it's all good. We're making it through, and that's what matters. I wonder, there's like those big walkways there in the very first level, and I wonder if there's like, if I did this in like Heaven Rush and I got like a Dominion or a Fireball or whatever from discarding my katana, I wonder if I can get up there, and I wonder if there's any like fun stuff to explore. I don't know. I love like boundary break type stuff. Like back in the day, I used to really enjoy, I feel like games had a lot less stern boundaries, like, than we do nowadays. Like, it was a lot easier to just, like, clip out of stuff. Or maybe I was just more into doing it on older games, and so I bothered to, like, find out the ways to do it. But I remember playing, like, the older Call of Duty games and, like, breaking out of level boundaries, and they would have, like, little Easter eggs out there sometimes. There was that one level in Call of Duty Finest Hour that had like the Big Apple, like an actual just enormous red apple. It was on the tank level, yeah, because you could like drive out of the level boundaries. And like I remember like Call of Duty 4 had the old school mode where it like increased your jump height and there were weapon drops across the level. It was like an old school FPS. Nobody played it, obviously, but the increased jump height was like not, either wasn't play tested or they just didn't care because it was, you know, it was a silly game mode, whatever. And like you could just scale like the level geometry and you could jump out of levels, and it was so fun. I love stuff like that. All of this to say, I wonder if there's some funny stuff on the walkways out there. Because you definitely aren't intended to get out there with the level design. You aren't given any mobility cards at all. So, like... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if it would be really fun to explore some of these levels that, like, are generally more limited with, like, on Mikey's Rush, for example. When you have Dominions everywhere. Maybe it was a level that just gave you Godspeeds or Stomps or whatever. And now you can go do whatever. Whoops. That's an idea to play with sometime, I think. We're making pretty steady progress here. I will say, getting distracted yapping. Oh, that sucks. I don't know how I managed to thread the needle like that. Also, never be happy. Always express your woes. Anyway, it is downright comical how often it happens where I'm like, yeah, we're doing good, and then we stop doing good. What does this track remind me of? This reminds me of, like, I don't know, I have like a weird nostalgia for this. Do I have like Newgrounds energy from it for some reason. We're here. This is like definitely one of the prettiest like early game levels, IMO. It's just very like, I don't know. It's so atmospheric. Is that Central Heaven up there as well? There's something about it. I feel like it really feels like the beginning of like this grand journey. Which it is. You know, it would be really fun if you unlocked the Miracle Katana as a, like, permanent fixture after doing White's Hell Rush. Because the idea of being able to, like, once per level, grant yourself, any weapon that wouldn't normally be there would be just super cool, actually. Okay, let me be very careful with this. I ran out of ammo last time, and I don't want that to happen again. It would be really fun to be able to carry this sort of mechanic outside of the Hell Rush, or, yeah, because it is only in the Hell Rush, it's not in the Heaven Rush. Outside of the Hell Rush levels, and be able to play around with it a little bit more. Obviously, probably separate you from the rest of the leaderboards, on account of the fact that, like, that would be kind of crazy. It would be incredibly, remarkably powerful to be able to just summon any weapon that you want, wherever. But it would be super fun. Or even having like another set of leaderboards for it would be super cool. Whoa, hello. Mimic. Okay, that's a first. Never had that happen before. That was heartbreaking. That's insane. How did I do that to myself? Oh no. Okay. Alright. Okay. Pop. Something about shooting the little tiny demon dudes with elevate just feels very like it's satisfying. It's just quick and like beep beep. I really oh, I got distracted by the vistas. I genuinely did. I was gonna say, really like Heaven's Edge, which is great because we're here again. I really like Heaven's Edge just as a tile set, like as a world. It's so pretty. I think it's up there as far as my favorite locales. I do like Old City. I don't know actually, what is my favorite location in this game? Old City is cool. It might be Heaven's Edge. Cause it's just like the whole under construction energy and purples. I love purples. Can't get me enough of purple. But I don't know. Everywhere is just so unique. What like MG is this? Are we thinking in the soul card for Purify here? Because I think I drew like when I drew my thumbnail for Purify, I just used like an M249 saw or whatever, but it's a wacky looking little gun, and I can't put my finger on it from the silhouette alone. I'm starting to wonder if there is merit indeed to doing this like in order instead of shuffle. Like I went with shuffle because I felt like it would be less taxing, because like the game naturally gets more difficult as you progress naturally. Double naturally. Thank you, Brain. So like it would be disheartening to bad. Can I double back to this ledge? Is there any way that we can jump up there? It would be disheartening to repeatedly like fail at the end. I love that the fact that I've just begun to appreciate, but the fact that Fireball starts with 3 shells is really funny to me. Like, I don't know, precisely 3. Because it could have been like 4, and it would have been at least like an even number. But it's the fact that you have a double-barreled shotgun that holds 3 shells that's really getting me. Some funky-looking little dudes. Like, I really am taking a closer look at a lot of things that I didn't take the time to appreciate. On account of the fact that, like, we're doing all of these levels again. So it's giving me an opportunity to sort of, like, just focus on some things. Like the little shockwave demons, they're such strange looking little creatures. Okay, we messed this one up last time by trying to get fancy with it, so let's just not do that. Absolutely no fanciness allowed. This is the most like inornate, like mundane performance that you've ever seen headed your way. Ooh, there is a health there. You love to see it. Okay. Final boss fight. Hello. Scared. Just declaring my emotions. That being said, as mentioned, we do have relatively recent muscle memory on this. So that is something of note. Our introduction to the Mimic. we're just gonna do it that way. Because I don't really want to trifle with anything. You're joking me. Okay, well. That's highly unfortunate. You'll notice the 36 minutes at the top of the screen there. Oh, boy. Okay. We got it this time. Do I have any cause to declare that? Not really. But I'm just like, you know, surely we have to. Oop. Yeah, I should just be like holding the trigger, honestly, when I'm zipping to a new Dominion crystal. I'm picking this up. You can't stop me. Woo! Did I need to rocket jump? Definitely not. Okay. I wasn't sure if he de-shields there. I should probably pay a little bit of attention to my rocket ammo. Like, they give you plenty, but I am being a little reckless with it. But I am landing hits. Yeah, we're landing a lot of hits, actually. Wow, we killed him before he even made it to the rooftop. Okay, that's actually kind of cracked. Imagine if I actually did that on the level. Now we know. Hey, why did I do that? Excellent question. We're alive, but I am a little stupid. I may be stupid. I don't think I've ever listened to this track for long enough to get to this part of the... That's fantastic. This reminds me of World of Horror. I'm feeling very reminiscent. That heals? That's heals. That's, yes. Yes. Man, there's that whole portion of the level over here that I just forgot existed. I don't think have I gone up that a single time in the history of playing this? I don't even remember taking that route when we did this for the first time. I wasn't actually expecting to hit it, and actually hitting it made me a little, like, unnecessarily giddy. Yo, that was clean. Okay. I almost did it. It happens every time. Look how bright and whimsical and wonderful these early game levels are. Look at the cloud, like the rolling cloud cover, actually. Did not take the time to appreciate that. But it's so pretty. Like swooshing around like waves. I thought about shooting the balloon and just dashing to the right. And then I got scared. This is such a, like, peaceful track. It makes me want to be solving puzzles. Which, like, you kind of are when you're playing this game, right? But, like, you know what I mean. I wanna be like, I don't know. This is puzzle music in my mind. Sir. That one came through the microphone. I heard that one. We are relentlessly exploding things. Let's play a game. Do I finish this rush, or do people stop making explosions outside of my house? I would like to believe that I finish this rush first. Good God. Because people are going to be blowing stuff up until like the 8th of July, let's be real. I'm just like... Yeah. Stop it. No, what am I doing? I was confident. That's the only reason I did that, was because I knew that barrel was there. And I was like, yeah, we can get that. That's the only reason. I really like Stomp. It's something that's grown on me, because I remember Stomp being, like, I don't know. It felt really underwhelming compared to the likes of, like, Godspeed and Fireball. Just because, I don't know. Godspeed and Fireball make you go so fast, right? And Stomp makes you go fast, yes, but down? And you know what else makes you go down? Gravity. Like, it was a fairly... It wasn't quite as novel to me. But now, I appreciate it. Honestly, not even for the fact that it lets you go fast but down, but for the fact that it's just like a little chainsaw. Oh, hello. I like these little sniper towers. They're very fun. There's a lot of character in some of these levels. I know I make mention a lot of how much character this game has, but that's just because it has so much character. And I really do love it. This one, I think I've commented on it already, but I love this level. The early game Godspeed levels, I don't know, there's just something. There's something there that is still, like, even after everything, I think that's actually really something to be praised about this game, is that even after, like, all of the bullcrap that we've done and all of the insane routes that we've found and all of the new soul cards and everything, the early game is still fun. Like, going back to the levels where you only had, like, a couple soul cards, and they're significantly less complex and everything. Stand to win is back. They still rock. Like, they are still fantastic. There is not a single level in this game doing these level rushes where I'm like, ah, yeah, you know. I remember back then when it was like, eh. I don't think back to the early game with like, oh yeah, this was before it got cool. I think back to the early game and I'm like, yeah, it was a different brand of cool. It was before it got insane, but it was still definitely cool. Honestly, maybe it's not before it got insane. It was still pretty insane. You scare me. Though, I will say, significantly less now. Because one of the big reasons that he scared me was because of, like, the Guardians around. But the Guardians are a lot less of a threat if I make them less of a threat. And the reason that they were such a big threat was because I was trying to go as fast as possible, so I was ignoring them. But as long as I actually take the time to defend myself, it's not so bad. You know what the Purify card looks like, actually? The, like, machine gun on it? It reminds me of... frick. No, we're fine. It reminds me of the... I think it was the GPMG from Quake, one of the Quake games. Quake War? Enemy Territory, I think? I don't know. That just like popped into my head looking at it. And I'm probably going to look up a picture during like editing this, and I'm going to look at the GPMG, and I'm going to be like, it looks nothing like that actually. What are you talking about? But we'll see. No, there's 9 demons down here. What did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, heavens. Oh, good heavens. I'm a fool. I really thought that I was being careful, and it turns out that I'm just being silly. That sucks so much. Okay, let's jump down here. Do absolutely everything that we can do. You know, I don't think that's happening. Okay. Well, alright then. We're starting with Pop. This guy, this level is going to permanently hold a place in my psyche as like, it was a white whale for such a long time. Because I just missed a stupid hole in the fence. That's all it was. Okay, we're getting like a lot of early game levels. Which is kind of nice as far as like it's chill. But also, I'd love to be chill later. Give me the cortisol now. Front load my cortisol. Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry. Yo, glass port. Another thing that's sort of like, it kind of sucks to get levels that I know are, okay, well, never mind, I take it back. I was gonna say it sucks to get levels that I know offer healing early on, because it's like, okay, we've been through, what, like 6 levels, I think it was? We've gone through 6 whole levels, and basically none of them have been dangerous. And we're taking out one of our very, very limited heals. I would love to save for later. That is another reason why it would be really, really nice to choose the order that you do the levels in. But again, I can kind of see how that would... I mean, it wouldn't trivialize the challenge, but it would definitely... It would make it a lot more manageable, that's for sure. Because there are some levels that are basically... I mean, there are some levels that are literally impossible to fail on, as evidenced by the one that we just spawned into. So, like... naturally, you could just put those dead at the end of the run and be fine. And there's also levels that are... that's twice now that I've done that, and it's honestly just rude. I remember that being, like, difficult. I feel like I remember struggling landing that shot, which is why I didn't take the shortcut the first time we got to that level. But it really doesn't feel that bad. I guess we've come a long way. Yeah, I'll do it this time. Godspeed. Whoop. been such a fun discovery. Alright, hey, final boss, what's up? Yeah, let's go. This is what I'm about. That feels so good to do every time. It's trying to get ahead of the curve. Why are the trip mines exploding? What? They were just going off for no reason. No, that's not what I'm doing. Do you think you could, like, you Book of Life tier, do you think you could just go, like, through the gate and, like, appear on his body? That'd be kind of funny. I'm definitely not going to test this, but it would be really funny. Wow. That might be the fastest I've ever done that phase. That was crazy. I don't know how I pulled that off. Don't look at me, don't touch me, don't talk to me. Just let me touch your crystals, please. Hold on a minute, the phone, hold the phone. Is that right crystal always the Book of Life? And I've been going around the left just like habitually, and it's a drastically slower route? I'm starting to wonder if maybe that's the case. I'm going to need to revisit this in the level proper. Or, God forbid, if we fail this and we get the final boss again, I will go right instead of left, and we'll see what happens. Because if the Book of Life is always in the right crystal and it's not in the last crystal, I'm wasting just so much time by doing it the way that I do it. That's crazy. Woo. I do hope I got both of those. Okay, I did. I wasn't certain. I'd rather take the extra second to check than get burned by it later. That was actually pretty clean, honestly. Did not hate that performance. I feel like we've really been getting a lot of early game levels, and I'm not super fond of that. I would love to have the late game levels just out of the way, and the shuffle is not being very kind with regards to that. I had one too many stomp, and I did almost just put myself into the pit. Do it. Cool. I haven't done that before. That was scary. Whoa. Really getting, like, interesting fireball stickiness. How did I do this last time? Like that. Okay. Now, okay, alright. Let's think here. Surely. Okay, no, let's Godspeed. I might be able to make it with just the Dominion, but like, we'll Godspeed there, and then we can just like, we can Godspeed off of this like we did last time, but then we can probably Dominion grapple to like, honestly, probably that elevate. Yeah, honestly, we might be able to Dominion grapple straight to the like entryway. That's a route, actually. That is potential for a lot of time save. At least, if nothing else, I'm still learning things while I'm failing. And really, isn't that the beauty of it? Failure isn't something to be sad about. Just a part of the process. Every step of the way. How? Okay, buddy. What? Because truly, how sweet would the victory be if every time you sought it, it came to you? The magic of it is that we have to try. Woo. Yeah, we definitely can get those barrels from like way earlier, can't we? I almost bungled that. But I didn't. Yeah, we're chilling. I really, I don't know, something about the rush. I don't know if it's just the fact that I'm like taking a little more time to think about my actions. Something hurt my hand. Ow, I don't like it. But it's really led to me like mastering my stomp movement. Okay, I'm going to stop here and turn back. Yeah, because I thought I missed you. I don't know how I missed you, but I thought I did. I had a sense that not everything was dead. And I'm real glad I stopped there to turn back. I almost jumped too late there, which would have been so sad. Oh. That's a yeah. I didn't jump, which was silly with regards to airspeed, but like, we made it. Yo, what up? Did I get both of those? It's very possible I didn't, but I don't know what to do about it other than just sort of like hoping that I did. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, okay, we're good. We are chilling. Marathon. Okay, my question. Can I get this barrel from here? I'm scared. I'm scared. I can get a little bit more distance this way. I'm just curious. Surely. Okay, I don't know. Whatever. Is that not the barrel right there? Am I blind? Wait. It's not the barrel. I don't know why I thought that was a barrel. It's fine. We wasted a lot of time there, but I was just curious. And that does seem like a fairly consistent thing to do, so I think we'll continue to do that. I didn't even hit the ground! Oh, I hit it though, yeah, okay. I'm like peering out of the corner of my eye at another place that you could possibly skip to. Because like, that balloon is obviously not the choice. You could probably skip to that one, but like, eh. Ooga. I almost like mistimed my shot and shot one of the glass platforms, and that would have been a horrifically embarrassing way to have to spend a katana discard. But not to worry, because I didn't do it. Okay, well, that's a similarly embarrassing sort of way to have to spend a discard. Before we do, okay, there's no vending machines down here that help, is there? Okay, I think there's a vending machine up there that helps, but that doesn't help us. Yeah, there's an elevate, which I'm going to take. Just so we have it. Yeah, okay. Hello. Goodbye. That was we were kind of smooth with that, honestly. A little slick with it. Continue to gawk at that clock tower. As is my God-given right when I visit the old city. So pretty. Alright. This is one that I've messed up more than a couple times. I think we failed, like, as far as a singular level that has messed us up the most, I think it's this one. We died multiple times on this level. And I ain't about to let it happen again. That upsets me, just slightly. That's all. It's not that big of a deal, but it's out of about it. Whee! Wait patiently to descend. Is there a heal on this level? Or there is. In a place of the level that I basically never go. But now, it sees renewed purpose. Okay. Alright, buddy. Alright. Okay, there's more health here. Cool. Boop. I do like having the fireball there. Got 3, yep. Okay. We're good. I missed one demon too many times on that level, so I'm a little cautious about it. Alright, buddy. That was my bad. That was unnecessarily reckless, honestly. Okay. This is one that we've only done the one time since starting the rushes. That was scary. I almost waited too long. Incredibly clean arcs on those fireballs. Okay. Listen up. Yeah, there's one up there. That's the problem. Okay. So, I'm just going to give myself as little to worry about as I can. Which I think means, okay, cool. 9 demons at the bottom. We know that for a fact now. Yep. Okay. Waterworks, we established, was pretty fine. There was something about it that made it live in my head in a way that I wasn't very fond of. But it seems totally fine. Every time we do this level, I cannot lie, I am utterly petrified of pretty much that exact thing happening. That being said, I think we're still fine. I think we can, like, get away with this. How? How are we okay with this? If we go over there, can we get an angle on that? We might be able to get an angle on the Guardian from over there. So, let's do this the speedrun way. Maybe we can't. We may be obligated to use a discard here. It is certainly possible. Okay. Here's the thing, right? If we are gonna have to use one anyway, I'm going to... Where am I going to jump up to? I think we'll jump up here. And we'll gun both of those guys down. Yeah, no, that's definitely not. Okay. Dominion it is. we will just very carefully take this shot. And we will jump back. And everything is fine. We still have one discard. And only a little over half the levels to go. This is the level, again, where we're going to take absolutely, we are going to just like railroad ourselves into the intended route, because you're crazy if you think I'm gonna go for that shortcut. No thank you. Those are always so scary, just like being aimed at by the Guardians, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Okay. Stop. You know, technically, I don't need to, like, even grapple to that balloon demon. I don't see a way in which that, like, could save me time. But that is a thought. Sick. I probably don't even need to, whoa! Probably don't even need to, like, bounce there. It feels like kind of an unnecessary risk to take, honestly. Although, I don't know, it kind of sucks in there, actually. It might be safer to make that jump. It probably is, now that I think about it more rationally, for more than like 2 seconds. This is another level that, like, definitely scares me. Not that necessarily it's the hardest thing in the world, I guess, but, like, it's just, there's a lot to it, and I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for me to, like, miss a thing, or otherwise screw it up. Same for this. A lot of Heaven's Edge, actually. Feels very, mess-upable. Multiple opportunities to heal in this level, too, but we don't happen to need it at this moment, which is a shame. I mean, it's great that we're unarmed, but anytime we get to a level without, or with the opportunity to heal, it's few and far between, so it's like, it'd be nice if we could use it, but heck if I'm gonna complain that I'm at full health. Did not collect both Godspeeds. Don't even need that second wall there, do we? Yeah, that's like really doable. So, I think we'll just continue to do that. Okay, well, that sucks. But, conveniently, there is healing on this level. Thankfully. Right here. Yeah. More Dominion. overshot things there. That felt really clean. I don't know if it truly was, but it did feel like it. Yo, does that, like, take out the mimic up here? Oh, no. Okay. That's why we don't use Godspeed. Understood. It's okay. We had a solution. We just need to not do that again. It's so easy to, like, take for granted the precise way that you do things when you've done them just a million times and you forget that you're doing them that way for a reason. Like, I run that level, like, sort of without thinking very quickly, and that makes it play out a certain way every time. But then, like, taking my time and thinking about it, I find new and silly mistakes to make. Dog, you're kidding me? That's crazy. That is highly unfortunate. Okay. Well. We're just, you know, we ball, I guess. Don't think there's any healing to be had here. I remember I remember just getting, like, beamed the second that I went around that trap door the first time, so I didn't want it to happen again. Yeah, well. Okay, this one concerns me. I don't like it. I'm going to try and take it exceptionally slowly. Is there healing on this map? I do not think so. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. I didn't, double check to make sure we got everyone, but we did, so everything is okay. Overlook, there's definitely no healing here to my knowledge. Yeah, no, we're taking it easy. Get me out of here. I don't like being that close to the Godspeed dudes. It scares me. Thankfully, this song puts me at ease when I'm deathly afraid of instantly dying at any turn. Is there something that can kill me here? I think my biggest concern here is falling off of the level and dying. Yeah. Breakthrough. I don't think we get healing here. I also don't super think we get a lot of chances to take damage. Given, you know, Book of Life is Book of Life. No healing here. Just gotta take it easy. Okay. Well, we do get healing here. I'm going to take it so slow. Oh, please. Okay. I auto-swapped to the elevate and did not fireball dash to that crystal like I had intended to, and I got just absolutely terrified. I'm certain it was visible in my face. It put the fear of God in me. Dog. My guy. How durable are your crystals? Okay. That's okay. No, we're chill. We're chill. We're chill. We're chill. Everything is fine. It didn't feel like everything was fine for a moment, but then everything was fine. It's funny how that works. Honestly, life lesson. Just because the world feels like it's ending doesn't mean it is. You'll be okay. Okay, rude. I love when he just like straight up dips, like teleports. Okay. Really not my finest work here, but okay. Not getting a single hit on him here. There's health up here. Yep. Probably could hit him there. Whee. Down the chute. I'll take you, just because I can. There's health there, too, which is handy to note. The fact that, Sin to Win ends as it begins always gets me excited that there's more Sin to Win coming, and there's not more Sin to Win coming, actually. Oh. How on earth did I kill him so fast last time? I have no clue how I pulled that off. Like we're going like straight up final phase, not final phase, but we're going to biblically accurate green here. And last time I like eradicated him before he even got to the roof of the church. That was insane. Something about this song really speaks to me. It's a very bubbly song. Dude, just stop being alive for me, please. Do me a solid. I should have stomped through there, but we're okay. I got so much like forward momentum on that. Don't. Do not play me like this. I'm really not liking the fact that we do not have any discards. This does not bring me joy. This brings me concern. I wish I could do that, like, I don't know if I can get the elevation to, like, dash through the dude in front of the door and then land on, like, the little ledge behind him, but it would make me very happy. Zip line. Which one is this? Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, we're going this way. I think having one less rocket means just instantly that the shortcut is not possible, and I'm not about to find out right now. I didn't like shortcut to the Godspeed demon, but it's chill. What do you suppose they're called? Because I bet they all have names, right? I call the ringer demons ringers because, like, I think that's the level that they first appear in, or at least that's the level that they appear, like, en masse in. So I'm just like, oh yeah, they're the demons from Cusco's Poison. They're the demons from Ringer, the ringer demons. But like, I don't know. Blue dudes are kind of chunky. It might be like brutes or something. Green guys, they jump. They could be called hoppers. I don't know. You can tell I've been doing this for too long because I'm worn out theory crafting enemy names. I wonder what the mimics are called. What do you think the mimic demons are called? Probably mimics. Something like that. We know that the guardians are called the guardians. That we do know for sure. I'm gonna assume that the balloon demons are just called that. That's pretty apt. What other types of demons are there? The elevate demons? Lobbers. They lob. Those guys, I don't know. Jerry. They're cute. They deserve to live outside of the normal naming convention because they're just like cute little guys. Or like, I don't know, what's like a cute little doinky sort of name? Gregory. Gregory. Sorry if your name is Gregory and I had to be the one to break it to you that it's a cute and doinky name. Others may not share this opinion, but, you know. Okay. I think we've named all the demons now. Haven't we? You know, come to think of it, I think we have in fact named all the demons. And B, there's a fireball demon, huh? That scared me. I hit the balloon demon and I got height that I didn't want, and I got really scared that I was gonna go into the tripwire. There's no fireball demons. Unless I'm stupid. Am I dumb? Am I like straight up forgetting a whole demon? It's not, right? I don't think there is. There's also no Dominion demon, so I guess it's like not, you know, it's not unheard of that there's not a demon that drops a card. Whoa. That was a close call. This boss music on a normal level stresses me out. Like, straight up not having a good time. Boom. I didn't mean to save this stomp, but I guess I do have this stomp now. Oh! My muscle memory overtook. I bullet boosted by accident. But it worked out, so it's okay. I thought that was gonna miss. You know what really sucks, actually? Is I think the fireworks have stopped. I think things did in fact stop exploding before I completed this, which is it really hurts, actually. It hurts my heart. Okay. Oh, no, there's more fireworks. There's hope yet. Never say never. Oh yeah, they're back up in rare form out there. They are going crazy. Okay. I'll just walk right past the tool that I need to begin the level. Alright, just let me up there. I know I'm not saving any time anymore, but gosh darn it. I just want to jump it. Okay, this level concerns me, right? Okay. Alright. That's not the only part that concerns me. That's just one of the parts that concerns me. I continue to be concerned. Don't get it twisted. We are still concerned. Okay, that was remarkably concerning. That was not good. That was very poorly executed. But it was executed, alright? Such a concerning thing. Like, how far into that charge that the Guardian gets to be. Okay. This, in my mind, is a very failable level. I couldn't tell you why, precisely. I just, like, it lives there that way. I go and I dig through the filing cabinet and I'm looking for this level, and it's decidedly sorted into the folder named failable and not the folder named, yeah, you got this. which are the two, like, this is the only dividing factors that I have for levels in Neon White. Obviously. Okay. This one, I don't even gotta say anything. We all know that this one is failable. Oh, the clock tower. Good. Man, I really managed to shoot right in between his legs. I did not even know that was possible. I kind of just figured his hitbox was, like, person-sized. Well, like, obviously it is person-sized if I shot between his legs, but you know what I mean. Kind of figured it was just like a cylinder that was vaguely the size of his body. Didn't do that perfectly. Didn't he do? It's okay. What are we aiming at? Insight? Hello? I've considered turning off insight aiming multiple times because of stuff like that happening. Okay, no, we're fine. Everything is okay. That was incredibly stupid of me to do, but it's okay. Everything's okay. We're going down there for that heal, and nobody can stop me. Okay. Really intense music for the last 10 levels. Gotta say, the psychological effects of this are going to be studied. I'm trying to think of, like, what levels haven't been done yet. And as such, like, what levels are, like, waiting for us, you know? And the truth is, I have absolutely no idea because everything is blurring together and it's all pain. But I do know that in my uncertainty exists a great deal of concern. We've done all 3 green boss fights. That is something that we've done. This is a level that I don't particularly like. I don't really know why. I don't think we failed on it yet, but like something about it just doesn't jive with me. But we will go down here and spray this dude to death. Okay. We will bop. We will bop. We will bop and bop and bop. There we go. Oh man, I hate this actually. This is a level that I am not happy to see. I think we're fine. We just have to play it cool, you know? Yeah. I will gladly wait for 13 tripwires. I'm not even gonna play that game. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Conceive of a timeline where we are here on level 91? Question mark? We'll see. I'm pretty sure it's 91. Conceive of a timeline where we're on level 91 out of 96, and I take one step forward at the beginning of a level into a mimic and just explode and die. I'm gonna be real with you. That's the end of a recording session. I've already been here for quite some time, and I did acknowledge the fact that, like, you know, maybe this might just be a thing that doesn't get done in one try. Not everything is guaranteed to happen, right? There are a lot of things, like, I intend on doing, like, challenge runs for Dark Souls and stuff like that, akin to the fact that we've already beaten Sekiro High. There are a lot of things where I am asking myself the question, hey, can you beat this like that? And I'm ready for the answer to be no. Congregation, this sucks. I don't like getting this that late. But yeah, no, we're chilling for now. We didn't hit the mimic and blow up, thank God. Yeah, I would have ceased to be. You would have seen me just disintegrate live on camera. I mean, not live. This is pre-recorded, obviously, but like, would have had my next of kin uploaded so it could be witnessed. Almost bungled that one, but it's chill. We're chilling. This is a ominous atmosphere, I have to be honest. What track is this even? Is this the like... Is this a like Shale... like Green's Memories music? No, what is this? Am I stupid? Maybe it is the... No, I don't think it is the Shale music. I actually don't know what it is. Okay. Here's the thing, right? I go up here. I very quickly kill that guardian before I like jump out of my skin. We shoot that. We kill that this time. Because we forgot it last time, and I'm not gonna do that again. There's just... Yeah, okay, cool. We're chilling. This is terrifying me. Is this just Green's music? Like his character music, actually? When he appears in like a cutscene or dialogue? I think it might be. Horrifying. I almost missed. Don't talk about it. Okay. I think that's it. Oh my goodness. Okay. There it is. That's a really fun icon. But just read me out the percentage of this. Yeah, 0.6%. All right, cool. That's probably not a fantastic place. Okay. I was gonna say it's probably not a fantastic placement, but okay. How many people have finished this is my question. Oh, 2,800. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. I will be proud of a 180. What was it? I don't know. 180 something? 182? Question mark? I'll look at it right now. 197. Let's not give myself a little bit too much credit there. Yeah. All right. Heck yeah. Yeah. Okay. We did it. Finally. I think I've been recording for like 4 hours. So The version of me in the past that said, hey, we'll do this and Mikey's in the same session, good God. I mean, theoretically, maybe, but then we'd be here all day. Multiple days. But, God, we got it done. Let's pop back to the main menu and get the music back. So, this is gonna be a long one. I already know this. Thank you for sticking through this. Yeah, no, this was a journey and a half. I'm looking straight through the camera at my bestie. I'm looking at her. She's like, "Oh, you got this like 3 tries, like tops." No, I wish. That's not the case. That is not what happened. That was, I don't know, like 8 tries, I think. Maybe more. I don't know. We'll see. But, point being, ow. my body and soul have been grievously wounded by this experience. So, next time, that's it. Next time, Mikey. Next time, the end of Neon White. I do personally think that this is going to be easier than White's Rush. Because while there are some levels that having only Dominion will make a little bit harder, like Pop comes to mind, it's kind of reliant on using elevates to jump from bubble to bubble, and there's not like surfaces around to rocket jump off of. But outside of a few outliers, I feel like having Dominions will just let us crack everything open. So, sorry, I didn't mean to do that to you. Fingers crossed that that we have a little bit better of a time next time. Not to say that this wasn't a fantastic time. Obviously, I'm still having fun. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't. But yeah, I'm anticipating a little bit less suffering. Fun suffering, but suffering. In any case, again, thank you so much for sitting through all of this with me. Thank you for pulling up a chair. I do appreciate it. And I hope I see you next time, because I'm probably gonna be really emotional when I send this game off. I'm not gonna lie. I have grown so fond of it. In the meantime, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or what have you. And please take care of yourself. Love you. Deuces.